This is Leena, and I welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for all the beautiful comments. For any details regarding personal bookings, you can refer to the description box of the video. So, I'm back with another coffee cup reading, and the topic for today's reading is next 10 days. You will have today two different options to choose from. This is group number one, and this is group number two. If you need time, you can pause the video and take your time to select the option. And in case you feel confused which one to pick, sometimes I see that in my comments. You can go to Google and do the random number generator there and let it pick for you. And accordingly, you can watch the reading of that group. Also, if you want to watch the whole video, you can do that as well and take whatever feels like it resonates more with you. So now I'll be starting the reading with group number one. Hello, group number one. Whosoever chose this cup, this is going to be your reading. As I was starting your reading, I channeled the word ancient, which kind of gave me the feeling as if um, you are switching to something that belonged to like old tradition or something like that. Say, for example, you are switching to organic, like organically growing some vegetables on your terrace, on your balcony, or some of you could. It could also mean as if, like you'll be like, okay, my grandma used to use this kitchen tool, and it's been a while. I haven't used it, or we haven't used this. Some of you, it could also mean you could be visiting your grandma or grandpa and you are learning from them like how in their time they used to use this particular kitchen tool or they how they would do farming or something like that. Okay, I see you're getting very physically active in the next couple of days. Some of you could be walking a lot. You could be actively it's almost like you're actively partaking in things that require a lot of physical labor, like walking, like gardening, like doing something manually. Okay, some of you could also be like making handmade, like what do you say that again? Clay utensils, things like that. All right. Um, yeah, that's the kind of feeling I was getting. Some of you could be also working to like preserve herbs. I think that makes sense because we are approaching the much colder months now. So some of you could actually be like doing a lot of like preserving fruits or preserving, making some sort of like liquids to preserve so that you can consume later. Some of you could literally be working a lot to make some sort of energy drink. Okay. I'm also getting like um, some of you could be reading books related to this, like natural medicine, how to detox, and things like that. Um, yeah, let's see. I already see like there's a number three here, and I see the alphabet M. Wow, this looks like hangman image, like the tarot card of hanged man. That's how I feel about this particular formation. Hangman is about looking at something from a different perspective. Um, I have a feeling maybe some of you, you're taking a different approach to doing something. All right, let's see. I'm also hearing the word reversing, reversing. Some of you could literally be like, say, for example, you got a lip injection and something like that. Now you're reversing the effect. You are taking, I'm not aware of the exact thing, what happens in there, but that's the kind of example is coming to my mind. Maybe you're reversing something. Some of you could literally be like getting rid of a tattoo or something like that as well. Yep. Some of you could also be maybe switching up the clothes you wear because you're trying to be like you want to wear something that is more natural and not like you know um, anyways, that's the kind of feeling I have, to be honest. In my image, like in my vision, I'm also seeing the Batman tattoo for some reason, and that hang on, what? Batman logo. I was about to say logo, but I said tattoo. So maybe some of you, that is a confirmation sign, a Batman tattoo. Okay, long story short. um, I have a feeling that with this Batman, some of you are getting recognized for the truth you have been telling for a while, and people were not paying attention to it. Say, for example, in your family, you have kept warning people of like, see, I told you this was about to happen, or I told you you were about to be scammed. Don't do this. Like, it almost gives me a feeling like someone didn't listen to you in the first place because of the truth you were saying. They thought you were crazy, or they thought like you were making things up, or you're just jealous, or something like that. And now, when they see it for real happening with them, they're like, damn, you warned us about this. What, we should have like listened to you at that point in time. I'm also seeing the number 4040. I literally see a chameleon here. Chameleon is it represents the idea of like camouflaging, okay? And while I feel like when I'm looking at this, um, hey, I just noticed 111 on my television screen. Okay, that could be another confirmation sign. With the camouflaging idea, I have a feeling you're no longer hiding something. It's almost like now you don't even want to hide the crazy you are. Not that you were trying to be fake all this time. I'm not saying that. It's almost giving me the idea of like earlier you might have been very careful with how you place yourself, how you speak about it, because you have to be part of certain social circles and things like that. But now you are very much like open about it. This can be some sort of realization you might have had a couple of months back. This could be something regarding, say, for example, you realize the truth about the management in your company, but you are not being very vocal about it. But now it's like you want to talk about it out in the open because you're done with their shit, say, for example. All right, that's the kind of feeling I have. Like you're no longer waiting for the environment to be perfect to accordingly take out that truth or your inner self. You're anyways going ahead with it. That's the kind of feeling I have. I'm hearing the phrase, let this be it. It's almost giving me a feeling like you're no longer waiting for something to like turn out to be perfect and then you will act. It's almost like you want to start wherever you are. That's the kind of feeling I have, or that's what your advice is. Yep, that's something I channel very strongly. In my mind, I'm getting the vision of the Knight of Wands card in the tarot. One message that I'm getting from this is like, don't trust this person blindly. If right now you are like in two minds about a person, because Knight of Wands is mm, it's a flaky energy in love, okay? Not really someone who you can really trust, to be honest. Like you will have to watch their moves. So if this is about a person that has been on your mind for the last couple of days, then please do watch. Don't just take whatever they're saying. Like that's the kind of feeling I have. I'm getting the alphabet F, also the number 72, And I'm getting the number 5 and 7 as well, very significantly. The number 41, I see another lizard here. The symbolism of lizard and like chameleon seems important. You could actually be like seeing that as a confirmation sign. Ooh, did you see how this separated? Wow, that was like, this almost gives me a feeling of like mirroring. Someone is mirroring your energy, or I don't know. We'll see with the cards, of course. We'll get into the details. All right. Excuse me. So I'll be starting with this one. Hang on. I believe the date 17th is gonna be significant to you. I'm also getting this message. Some of you are going to piss someone off at your workplace, or you have recently, I don't know. I get a feeling as if someone is really pissed at you, like, especially at your workplace. This is something I'm getting. Again, not necessarily like has to be for everyone, but yeah, just a confirmation sign. Let's see what you have. Your hard work is paying off. Oh my God. You have new moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn season is going to be definitely significant for you guys. Oh my God. I really love this. And also with this, I see the number 396 as a confirmation. Focus, number 14. That's a beautiful card here. Quest into the subconscious with number 44. Are you kidding me, brother? Oh my God. You have the wheel of fortune. As soon as I cut the deck, that's the energy. You can, oh my God, rest assured you're gonna have an amazing time in the next couple of weeks. And actually, I have been picking up on this energy a lot. If you have watched the reading that I have done, the last two readings, the November messages and the rest of 2024, if you haven't, you can go back and like check on my channel. I have channeled this energy there as well. It seems amazing. Like for a while, I feel, especially up till August, okay, this energy was like on purpose. It almost felt like on purpose things were not happening, or things were moving really slow, like at snail's pace, so that we are forced to look into something, so that we are forced to look into certain kind of truth, so that we are forced to look into different, this energy was so strong. And I do feel for the collective as well, this has been starting like February or March, this has been the energy this year where things were purposely moving slow or not at all, so that we are forced to look within, we are forced to look behind the veil in many layers. I mean, of course, different for everyone. But yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, loved it. Love this, love this. You have three of wands, and then you have the tower. I'll say something, okay? If you look at this wands, these three wands that are there, it's almost like he's not holding them. These wands no longer need his support. And now he can finally look to the other side, something that he can now try over and above what this thing that he has built already. It almost gives me a feeling like now you have the opportunity to look beyond certain things, okay? So that you have this opportunity to actually look beyond certain things and not struggle with it. So it does feel like things are changing so that certain things are already there on the table for you. And when you have these things secured, you can look for further things. Okay. You can invest yourself into doing much bigger things. Okay. That's the kind of energy I'm getting with this Three of Wands. Yeah. And bottom, you have the Tower, which gives me a feeling of like, I'll say something. It's almost like, let me give you this example. People at one point, like when they're focused on earning money and getting a place to live and building their own house, now when they have got their own house, it's almost like once you have got those basic to live a comfortable life, now it's time to focus on how you can, um, almost like how you can improve the quality of life further. Now, some people get into the loop of, oh, I have got one house, I need four more. I have got one car, I need four more. It's almost like a never ending loop. And I think this is what universe has been trying to teach us for a while, where instead of like stacking onto things which are anyways not going to matter after a couple of years, especially when you're leaving this planet, universe has really been trying to make us focus on the right things, the things that have right intentions, like living a better quality of life, eating better food, listening to your body, really listening to the intuition of your own body, getting in tune with the real consciousness and things like that, XYZ. And I think this is exactly what universe has been trying to do. Think about all the retrogrades we have gone through recently, the eclipses. So I have a feeling this is what is overall kind of playing out in the collective. This is my approach, or this is how I think, probably. So then I think, yeah, like there's a reason you have this card of question to be subconscious, all right? So that you can focus on, instead of like putting your energy and effort into the same things, okay, into the same things, you keep multiplying the same things which are not going to matter, which are not your real wealth at the end of the day. It's almost like it's telling you that your focus will shift into improving the quality of life at the end of the day. It could also, it's almost like it could also play out as people refusing to work extra hours at job, people maybe even resigning from jobs, people like moving back to their hometowns, or people moving towards the countryside, things like that, XYZ. There's so much, so okay, to put on the list. And that's the kind of feeling I have been having for a while. All right, people getting off social media, people really going out there in the world to talk to other people in real life, face to face, okay, building real communities. Yeah, I love that. Four of Wands and Ten of Wands. All right, that's a beautiful energy. Four has definitely showed up so many times in your reading. You have 44, you have number 14, and then again Four of Wands. Four of Wands almost feels like a wish fulfillment because it's the 1111 energy. It is seen as the 1111 energy, and it is also seen as the finish line energy, okay, where again, see, these wands are done, they're good, they're standing on their own. It's the finish line. Now you have bigger and better things to move on. Okay, it could include building real connections with people, building good friendships, having a community of people who really, it's almost giving me that lifestyle where even if you work for like it's reminding, I watched this video somewhere on Instagram where it was about Italians or some European country or something, I don't know, where people just work for less number of hours a day. They're given, they're well paid, they have so many paid offs, and they take their good time to, get off work and then go spend some time on the beach. And these people rarely get sick at their workplace. They never take sick leaves. I was watching a video like that, It's almost kind of reminding me of this thing, yeah. Oh my god. It does feel like now your focus is shifting onto building better connections. Okay, you are looking for quality, especially when it comes to creating partnerships, connections, and community. Of course, Four of Wands is also the card of community. It is also seen as the card of celebrating with the community. For many of you, this also represents marriage, because now I see the Two of Cups as well, coming together with a person with whom you resonate, of course, right? Yeah, devil. Not really giving into the loop. Devil represents illusion. Devil represents that loop that constantly goes on and you're not able to come out of it. No longer feeding into this delusion or illusion. Not let's not use the word delusion. Oh wow. See, community is being focused a lot with the Three of Cups and now the Queen of Cups. So your focus is shifting on to, it's almost like when you look at the seven chakras, we move from the root to the sacral to the Manipura, then to the heart chakra, okay, then to the throat chakra. It's almost like once you're done with the basics, you're moving on to what satisfies or what fulfills your heart. You want to make or do things or make connections that really speak to your heart, all right? That's what your focus is going to be, and looks amazing to me, all right? Anything else can we get, spirits or consciousness? You have the oops, you have the Hierophant. I love this one. Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like you're gonna do you. You don't care. You really don't care. Of course, now with the Queen of Wands, it's almost like now you have the knowledge of what the consequence is gonna be. With this Hierophant, I almost get this feeling, it's almost like when you're younger, especially in the 80s, 70s, and 50s and 60s, when you go back to those times, people were like, especially women, were forced to marry quite early on. And those women now, when they're old, when they're in their 80s and all, and they're like, dude, why was like, I wish I did not do that. It's almost like some people do certain things when they're young out of fear or out of conditioning or whatever that is. And then later on, they regret. They're like, dude, it was my life. I could have done anything I wanted. It was, at the end of the day, it was my own choice. Why did I not take a different path altogether? So, with the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups, I have a feeling you guys almost understand, like, you know what? Society is only trying to induce fear into me. It's only inducing that fear so that I keep. You remember we see the devil card. Now, some of you, this could be more in a general sense. For some of you, this could be with regards to a particular connection in your life. Some of you, this could be with regards to a workplace scenario where now you're realizing, you know what? They're only trying to induce fear in me. There's nothing to be scared of. So now, just because you have already realized this, you're like, you know what? I don't have any F's to give with this Queen of Wands. She really, she is that energy. Like I have ran out of F's to give. That's the energy with the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, Two of Swords and then the Ten of Wands. It's almost like you're done carrying this burden and you're done sitting on this. Like you could have actually be. It's like you're done planning it carefully. You are done playing it safe, or it's almost like you're done. Okay, let me see when the time is right. I'll act. I think you're done doing that. All right. And the reason, why in the Two of Swords, the eyes are always covered, even if you go back and look into the Rider Waite tarot, the eyes of that woman is covered. The reason being, she is asked to trust her intuition. Okay, don't look with your eyes, don't look at the outside world. Rather, see what your intuition is telling you. It almost reminds me of that quote by a famous person that says, whenever you're in doubt, toss a coin, and where the coin is midair, the first thing that comes into your mind, like, whichever option your heart, you know, bends towards, that is what you choose. You don't even have to look at the outcome of the coin, right? So that's the feeling I have with this one. I'm gonna pull one last card. What's gonna be your blessing in the next couple of days? What's gonna be your blessing? Okay, let's see. Oh my god, I love it. So your blessing is the sun card, which was here as well. Your hard work is paying off with the new moon energy. It is indicating a new beginning. And sun card is often seen as, hey, babe, I just realized, is this a chameleon? Yeah, it is. It's an iguana, chameleon, whatever, same family kind of. Um, so your blessing is a new beginning, okay? A new beginning where you feel very lighthearted, a new beginning where you feel like, yes, I can do whatever I want, or at least the way I want to do it, okay? So your blessing is definitely a big new beginning happening here. So group number one, this is your reading, and I will see you again. Please take care and bye bye. Hello, group number two, whoever chose this cup, this is going to be your reading. I'm hearing the word revolution for you guys, all right? And for you guys, the focus is on the throat chakra, okay? That's what I saw in my vision. Um, I'm pretty sure a lot of creative people watch me, so I have this feeling that some of you, there is some sort of revolution in the way you do your work, especially if you're a person who likes creating something. Okay, it can be music, it can be books, it can be whatever sort of creative work. It can be art, it can be content creation as well, it can be anything on those lines, all right? There is some sort of revolution I feel in the way you put your work, in the way you are putting your work out there in the public. um, it's almost like whatever you want to say, you're saying it through your work, and it's definitely very different. People are gonna notice that. If there are people who have known you for a while, of course, if say for example you have a social media platform and you have a good bunch of followers, they're gonna notice the change. They're gonna notice the change in the way you put your art out there, the way you speak, the way you have been, whatever, XYZ, all right? If you are a songwriter, then of course they're going to notice that change in the lyrics that you write or the way you sing. I have a feeling you are using your art as a weapon in a way. You're using your creativity in a more like intention based way. It's not just for something to entertain, or like, don't get me wrong on that. Like, it's more like you really want to convey something. Okay, that's how I feel about it. In fact, I'm also getting this message like you could have been, like, behind the scenes, you could have been really preparing for this for a while. You could have been refining your artwork or your the way you say things. You could have been refining this in the shadows for a while by reading books, by reading about different philosophers across the world, by, like, I'm seeing this energy of the page of swords in my vision. Like, that's the card I see. So I have a feeling page of swords, of course, it represents starting from zero, like get to the basics and let's study about it, what is it exactly, that's the kind of feeling I have. Some of you, it could also mean you could be changing the way you do your business. Okay, say for example, again, yeah, things like that. Let's see. Oh wow, this is beautiful. I see a Santa hat here, not hat, Santa cap. What do you say? Anyways, That's what I see here. And right at the top of it, I see like a child sitting, and then again, I see the face of a dog. That's beautiful, actually. Hmm. For some of you, I do feel this is like someone entering your life. With the dog energy, I feel definitely this person is someone who can be trusted. This almost gives me the energy of like King of Cups. Um, could be a masculine energy because in my mind I'm getting the King of Cups energy. So it's almost like with the with this person entering your life, it's gonna give a boost to what you're trying to do. Okay. Um, yeah, and the dog energy definitely gives like more loyal and someone who you can definitely trust. All right. Um, okay. I'm also getting the alphabet S and then L, and I'm getting a bunny here. Bunny usually represents a um, good luck in your finances. So yeah, if you're seeing bunnies, take that as a sign of financial luck. Oh, there's not much here. It's almost like oh my god, my hand got stuck. Sorry. It almost feels like this all this coffee that I see like at the bottom. It almost gives like now you're finding a way to channel your energy, your creativity. You're able to finally channel your thoughts. um, it's almost like you're getting a flow, you're getting a medium through which you can do it now, or you're getting a direction to it. That's the kind of feeling I have when I'm looking at that, like there is a direction to it now. I'm channeling the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius season could be significant. We do have Sagittarius season coming up. Interesting. I'm getting the number 58, 58, and 59 as well, in fact, 59. I don't see a lot in your cup, to be honest. We'll, of course, take the cards now. Yeah. It's also giving me it's also giving me a feeling like you have, like for the last 2 3 years specifically, you could have been cleansing people and unwanted connections, unwanted energies out of your life. It's almost giving me a feeling like you were literally preparing for this, and this could have been happening for a while in your life. As I say that, 2211, it's almost like you kept on shedding, or you kept on letting go of connections and people, places, um, as a means of detoxifying and getting ready for this part of life or this part of what is coming. Okay, that's the kind of feeling I have. Some of you could have literally relocated a couple of times in the last 2 to 3 years. That is also something I. What the hell? The moment I cut the deck, it's the Page of Swords. So, dude, I mean, what? This is exactly what I have been talking about. It's almost like it's now time to put all this into your practical life. Oops. I'm also getting this message. It's almost like you were being kind of forced to see your worth all this time. You were forced. I'm especially getting the time around like 2021, 2022. It's almost like you were forced to see your worth so that when you receive this blessing in life, okay, you don't neglect it. You don't feel like, oh, you are undeserving of it, or it's almost like it is preparing you to see your worth. Yeah, that's the feeling I have very strongly. Let's see. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Wow, that is beautiful. Yeah, you have beauty at number 20. And then you have tend to your partnerships with number 43. Okay, let's see. King of Pentacles. This could be you, this could be a person entering your life. Yeah, Four of Swords. It's almost like you are being forced to surrender, you are being forced to take a pause, to actually recognize your worth. Because with this beauty card, I'm connecting these two. And now, since you have full moon in Aquarius, Aquarius is, there's one quality about Aquarius that they're very much into like community based approach. Like, what can they do for the community? What can they do for the collective? Like, I always see, I'm myself an Aquarius sun, by the way. But I do feel, people, whosoever I've met in my life, they were Aquarius. They have this quality about themselves where they like to work for a collective. They want to give back to the community. So when I'm looking at all of this, it's almost giving me a feeling like universe was first teaching you to see the beauty in yourself with the Four of Swords and this card. Like, first recognize the beauty in you. Once you're aware of what you can bring to the world, okay, you can do it better. It's almost like recognize that within you first. Okay. Wow. Damn. You have like Two of Swords and Seven of Pentacles and Star. Aquarius energy is for sure very heavy in this reading. Now with the Star coming up, it's almost like you in fact started dating. Why did I say that? I didn't mean to though. Some of you could literally be now. Oh, you could actually be getting into like dating now. Maybe for a while you kept it all alone and you were like, no, I'm not going to date anyone. Let's just keep it to the side. But I think you're getting back into the dating scene. Anyways, what I'm getting from this Two of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, like you almost started doubting whether even I'm doing the right thing. You have questioned this for like so many times for a while. This is a feeling I have. Yeah. Let me see what else. Oh my God, what? What? It's almost like you fought for it and then you started even questioning it, that did I fight for the right thing? Should I have even done that? Now, with the temperance being here, I feel it's worth it. And you're going to see why it was worth it. Okay? Yep, see? You have the Five of Wands and then you have the Three of Pentacles. It almost gives me a feeling till now you were fighting it all by yourself. But now you are going to see a community or people who stand by you. It's almost giving me, it's getting me back to the message of the dog, okay, that I saw in the cup, that maybe for a while this was going on all by yourself, okay, Now you will have people who back you up with this, people who genuinely see your vision, people who genuinely understand what you're trying to do. They recognize the intention behind your actions and things like that. Oops. By the way, this came out in group number one as well. In case you want to watch the group one as well, then you can feel free to. Yeah, like that's the energy for sure. Of course, as a collective, I do feel that to some extent. You have eight strength and eight of pentacles, double eight. You had double seven here as well. Yeah. All this working on yourself, it's gonna now make sense to you. Show the world the real you. Yep. Yeah, it's such an Aquarius vibe, like you have already done the work. Now you're slowly seeing people catching up to you. It's it's that kind of feeling. Wow, beautiful. Um, it's almost like you did the work. You already recognize these things. You have been doing this for a while, but slowly people are now catching up to your idea, your intention. That's the kind. Babe, I get this again here. King of Cups. This is what I was channeling. It's like someone, for some of you, this is someone very specific, definitely. And for some of you, it does feel like a community as well. Depends again on your personal situation where you're heading on to this energy. You have people to back you up, people who support you in your vision, in your ideas, in your thoughts, for sure. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, let me see. Because I did pull card on this one, like with group one as well. What's going to be your biggest blessing for the next couple of days? What's going to be your biggest blessing? Oh my God. Your blessing is going to be moon. Why is the moon your blessing? I want to know that. It's interesting. We are in the full moon though. Um, we are already in the full moon energy. Let's see, what is this? Why is the moon your blessing? Oh my God. Like what you suffered in silence with the moon being clarified by the Five of Cups, whatever you suffered in silence, you are going to be replaced with and like blessed with something multiple times. For some of you, this is definitely a person entering your life. This energy is so heavy in your reading, all right? Um, so your blessing is going to be what you suffered from in silence. You are going to be blessed with something so much bigger, okay, which everyone will see. So, group number two, this is going to be a reading, and I will see you again. Please take care of yourselves, and bye bye.